Welcome to our open book. Rhonda, Manero, Reverend Poor, S.R. O'Brien, Diane Lynch, Dorothy Joy, Kim, Mr. Dickens. Good to see you here. Diane Lynch, Catherine Capel. Thank you, S.R. Hi there, Sharon. Thank you. So Caroline wrote that utterly beautiful post about Colette and Monet. This is the watch my family got me. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. I'm the luckiest man in the world. And now I'm going to read some father's poems. Poems about fathers. I don't want to go on Father's Day poems, but poems about fathers. Yes, it was a beautiful post. Hi there, Barbara. So let me begin with E. Cummings. Hi there, Carla Atkinson, wasn't it? It absolutely was, Carla. And you would know a beautiful essay. Hi there, Jennifer Kathleen Gibbons. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. Nice to have you join us. So, E. Cummings. We did a whole piece on dad jokes on our show yesterday. Whole piece on dad jokes. You know what my new favorite one has become? Let me see how this works responsibly. What did the bartender say when Charles Dickens ordered a martini? When Charles Dickens ordered a martini, the bartender said, olive or twist? All right, that's a good one. So, E. Cummings' poem, My Father Moved Through Dooms of Love. My father moved through dooms of love, through sames of am, though halves of give, singing each morning, out of each night. My father moved through depths of height, this motionless, forgetful, where turn at his glance to shining here, the if so timid air is firm, under his eyes which stir and squirm. Newly as from unburied, which floats the first to his April touch, drove sleeping selves to swarming their fates, woke dreamers to their ghostly roots. And should some why completely weep, my father's fingers brought her sleep. Vainly no smallest voice might cry, for he could feel the mountains grow. I love that phrase. Lifting the valleys of the sea, my father moved through griefs of joy, praising a forehead called the moon, singing desire into being. Joy was his song, and joy so pure, a heart of star by him could steer, and pure so now, and now so yes, the wrists of twilight would rejoice. Ah, Kathy Signorelli. Keen as a midsummer's keen, beyond conceiving mind of sun will stand, so strictly, over utmost him so hugely stood my father's dream. His flesh was flesh, his blood was blood, no hungry man but wished him food, no cripple wouldn't creep 1 mile uphill to only see him smile. Scorning the pomp of must and shell, my father moved through dooms of feel. His anger was as right as rain, his pity was as green as grain. Septembering arms of year extend less humbling wealth to foe and friend than he to foolish and to wise offered immeasurable is. Proudly and by Octobering flame beckoned as earth will downward climb, so naked for immortal work his shoulders marched against the dark. His sorrow was as true as bread. No liar looked him in his head. If every friend became his foe, he'd laugh and build a world with snow. My father moved through days of we, singing each new leaf out of each tree, and every child was sure that spring danced when she heard my father sing. Let the men kill which cannot share, let blood and flesh be mud and mire, scheming, imagine, passion, will, freedom a drug that's bought and sold, giving to steel and cruel kind, a heart to fear, to doubt a mind. The different disease of same can form the pinnacle of am. The dull where all we taste is bright, bitter, all utterly things sweet, maggoty minus and dumb death. All we inherit, all bequeath, and nothing quite so least as truth, because my father lived his soul. Love is the whole, and more than all. E. Cummings. Wow. Edward Guest. This is a funny one, father. I say this as a father. My father knows the proper way the nation should be run. He tells his children every day just what should now be done. He knows the way to fix the truss. He has a simple plan. But if the furnace needs repair, we have to hire a man. My father in a day or two could land big thieves in jail. There's nothing he cannot do. He knows no word like fail. Our confidence he would restore. Of that there is no doubt. But if there is a chair to mend, we have to send it out. All public questions that arise, he settles on the spot. He waits not till the tumult dies, but grabs it while it's hot. Matters of finance, he can tell Congress what to do, but oh, he finds it hard to meet his bills as they fall due. It almost makes him sick to read the things lawmakers say. Why, father's just the man they need. He never goes astray. All wars he very quickly ends as fast as I can write it, but when a neighbor starts a fuss, as my mother has to fight it. In conversation, father can do many wondrous things. He's built upon a wiser plan than presidents or kings. He knows the ins and outs of each and every deep transaction. We look to him for theories, but look to Ma for action. Going to ask my daughters if that applies to our family. No, wait, they'd say yes. And then Scott Hightower, my father. My father was a cowboy. My father was a sugarman. My father was a teamster. My father was a Siberian tiger, a corsair, a lamb, a yellow dog, a horse's ass. My father had a triple bypass. My father was a rat, but he bought me my first hat. My father believed in decency and fair play. My father drove the getaway. My father was a blue jay. My father drove the boys away. My father drove a thunderbird, a skylark, a firebird, an old pickup truck with a rusty toolbox, a skybird, a sunray. My father drove hard bargains every day. He was a force. My father was mercurial. He was passive, a little moody, rock, paper, scissors. He loved me not. He stomps and hurls lightning bolts and slipped away, passed away. My father was passé. My father was a Texas Ranger, taught me to pray. Because of him, I hoard things in a little shoebox. Because of him, I use Botox. Because of him, I look to clocks. Because of my father, I know how to oil the gate. I don't own a map. Because of my father, I have no use for similes. Because of my father, I hunger for my own catalog of metaphors. And then our friend, Beth Ann Fennelly, in Oxford, Mississippi, where she teaches now. There's a wonderful poem set earlier, obviously, in her childhood, in Chicago. The title, Asked for a Happy Memory of Her Father, She Recalls Wrigley Field. His drinking was different in Sunshine, as if it couldn't be bad. Sudden manic, he'd swung into a laugh, bought me 2 ice creams, said, "One for each hand." Half the hot inning I lit good humor, running down wrists. My bird mother earlier, packing my pockets with sunblock, had hopped her warning, "Be careful." This really gets me. So pinned between his knees, I held his old style in both hands while he streaked the sunblock on my cheeks and slurred my little princess. Home run. The hairy necks of the men in front jumped up, thighs torn from the gummy green bleachers to join the violent scramble. Father held me close and said, "Be careful, be careful." But why should I be full of care? With his thick arms circling my shoulders, with the high smiling sun like a home run in the upper right-hand corner of the sky. Oh my God, that's a beautiful poem. I have got to let the author know. Beth Ann Fenley's asked for a happy memory of her father. She recalls Wrigley Field. Oh, my Papa's Waltz by Theodore Rothke. Well, let me look into that. So thanks very much for being with us on our open book. We've got some Father's Day stuff planned here, which I'm going to get to. Really unshared, Rhonda? You know what's best. So thanks very much for being with us tonight on our open book. I think tomorrow we might go back to a little Neil Simon, pick it up from Barefoot in the Park. What do you say? That was a great one. We got some nice reaction to it. So, to those observing, those just thinking, happy Father's Day to all. Happy Sunday. And just happiness, and thank you for being with us, okay? Uh, yes, Caroline's essay is wonderful. I highly recommend it to everybody. See you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.